Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday, October 22nd. Yes, the year is still 2020. It's almost over, y'all. It's almost over. So, as usual, I wanted to slide through with a couple of hot topics. Nicki Minaj, she showed a little glimpse of her baby boy, Chris Brown. He's on the lineup. He has a sneaker line. He says Nike won't work with him, but he did design an interesting and a cute sneaker line, so I'll touch on that. Rapper Young Buck, former G-Unit rapper Young Buck, well, he got into some things with his girlfriend. I thought he was married. So she allegedly popped him. She's arrested now. So we will get into that. Tory Lanez went live. Megan, she responded. She clapped back in a Twitter post. Everybody's been talking about Tory Lanez, so I'm going to get into that. I'm saving that for last. So, got a couple of other hot topics sprinkled in between that. But before I begin, please pay your admission fee. Hit the like button. Share the video on your social media platforms. I definitely don't mind. Please comment. Share your thoughts throughout the broadcast. If you're watching the replay, same rules apply. So, before we get into the shenanigans and the hot topics, let's start with a little bit of politics. So today, Thursday, October 22nd, is the final presidential debate. So the two grumpy old men will be going at it. So Cheeto 45 and Crazy Joe Biden, this is pretty much like their final attempt to kind of convince people to vote for them. So we shall see. There are new rules this time around. New rules set in place, that is. So the microphones at some point are going to be cut. So when one person is talking, the other person's mic is going to be cut off so that they have the full amount of time allotted to them to respond without any interruption. So we saw the first presidential debate. It was a bleep show. I was entertained, however. Some people weren't. It is what it is. Not everybody's sense of humor is the same. That's perfectly fine. So the second debate, that was canceled because Cheeto 45 didn't want to do a virtual debate. Childish. And it was for the safety of everyone. Because, they said that he had that Rona. I still don't believe it, but it is what it is. So the final presidential debate is going to take place tonight with less than 2 weeks until Election Day. Crazy Joe is actually leading most national polls and has a narrower advantage in the battleground states that could decide the race. So more than 42 million people have already cast their ballots. That's an interesting turnout. Now, the debate is going to be moderated by NBC's Kristen Wallace. She is the second Black woman to moderate a presidential debate. The first was Carol Simpson. So she is the NBC News White House correspondent, and she's also the co-anchor of Weekend Today. So the topics that are going to be debated, of course, the pandemic, the economy during the pandemic and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it being a bleep show part 2. I have absolutely no expectations of either of these two grumpy old men. It is what it is. So guard your mental health. If you don't want to be triggered, don't watch it. But if you're looking to be, I guess, slightly entertained, watch it. I just don't go into watching any of these political events with high expectations because both of these elderly gentlemen have pretty much shown us how they operate, right? Especially throughout the past few months. So, I'm not expecting a miracle to take place and they all of a sudden have, decency and morale. That's just me. You do what you wish. So I've informed you. The final debates take place tonight. I will be tuning in. All right, let's switch gears onto more fun things. Nicki Minaj, that is. So Nicki Minaj is a mama. I'm happy for her. I feel like I grew up with Nicki Minaj, and to see her, she's married now and she is a mama. So she recently celebrated her first wedding anniversary and she provided fans with a glance at her baby boy. So the multi-platinum selling rapper posted a photo of her newborn son's foot on Instagram on Wednesday, October 21st. And the caption that she wrote under the picture is "Happy anniversary, my love." Look at that baby foot. Now that looks like the foot of somebody who's going to make an impact in this world in the future. Look at the big toe. See? The big toe tells it all. Now, Minaj, she got married to Kenneth Petty, as you guys, most of you should know, in October 2019. The couple, they began dating in 2018, but their relationship's been much more private compared to the hip hop star's past romances. Good. Keep your business out the street. And I understand that a lot of the Barbs and Nicki fans, if you don't consider yourself a Barb, whatever, they feel that they have a right to have access to her personal life, and I emphatically disagree. I thought that it was cute that she posted a little baby foot, something for her fans, I guess. But I don't think that she should show her baby until she is ready. People are already obsessing over this child because they, obsess over Nicki Minaj as well. But I don't know. I just think that, Nicki, you should enjoy this time. This is a once in a lifetime thing. You're never going to be a first time mother again. Yes, you can go on to have more children, but just enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments, man. I mean, people are really doing too much, in my opinion, doing way, way, way too much. There was a page, a fan page or a Twitter page that said, oh yeah, Nicki's son's name is Jeremiah. And Nicki had to kind of go online and say, no, that's not my baby's name. We don't know what her baby's name is. And I think it should stay that way unless she feels comfortable releasing that to the public. Because like I said, people, they feel like they're entitled to every single part of her life and they have to know everything about her child. Newsflash, you're not entitled to every part of her life. She is entitled to privacy just like any other public figure or entertainer. I don't care if you stream her music 50 million times, if you buy her merchandise, she is entitled to privacy just like all of us. Now, Nicki Minaj and Petty, they haven't revealed the name of their son as of current times. Yeah, just like I said. So again, somebody went on Twitter and said that the baby's name was Jeremiah, and Nicki said, no, that's not true. Now, although Minaj has been focused on family life as of late, she's still made her presence felt in hip hop. So Nicki still working. I mean, I think she recorded this song, Whole Lotta Chopper Remix, before she went into labor. But she's smart. You got to keep your name circulating if you want to stay relevant. You want to stay charting. So congratulations to Nicki and Mr. Petty. And Baby Minaj or Baby Petty. Is it Baby Petty? That big toe, I'm telling you, that's gonna be a very, very impactful man in history. You heard it here first. All right, let's shift gears. C Breezy, Chris Brown. Interesting hair colors, right? Anyway, so this is according to the blast.com. So Chris Brown, he designed his own pairs of Nike Air Jordan sneakers. And because the singer claims Nike won't work with him, he dropped them on social media for the world to see. So he just released his designs on Instagram, which come equipped with multiple view color schemes and custom names for each set of shoes. Brown included 3 different designs, including 2 named after himself, Easy Breezes, and the Air Breezy Viper 3. Now, the products, they are pretty dope, but it appears that Nike won't consider collaborating with the singer on any shoe projects. So this is what he posted to his Instagram. And these are the Air Breezes. His caption reads, I figured I'd show you guys my concepts for the Jordans I would have loved to create. Just remember, brick walls are penetrable. Easy Breezes, the Goats, and the Viper 3. So these are the Easy Breezes. I think they're pretty cute. I think that they're cute. I I think for obvious reasons, Nike may not want to be affiliated with him because of Chris Brown's reputation. You guys know what I mean. So these are the Easy Breezes. These are the GOATs. I kind of like these. Now, the GOATs are a red, black, and white design, which obviously pays homage to some of the original Air Jordan shoes. And C. Brown says it comes with a picture of Michael Jordan dunking superimposed on the side and the toe. I don't know if you can see the details of this, but these are his designs. Now, I think that he put this out because maybe he had a meeting with Nike and they said, nah, boss, we good. So, and they already saw his design. Someone at Nike saw his designs, I'm sure, because he presented these to them. So he decided to put this out on his Instagram so that no one would later on steal his designs. We've seen that happen. You know, someone comes to a major company or a big figure and says, hey, you know, I have an idea for a collaboration. They say, nah, we good. The next thing you know, you see your creation all over the internets and all in the media. So I think he was smart to put this out and emphasize my concepts. So if they try to replicate this, I'm pretty sure there might be some court appearances or some litigation taking place. But what do you guys think about Chris Brown's concepts for these sneakers? These are the Air Breezy Viper 3s. He can still, I don't know. He didn't say like why they didn't want to work with him. Who knows? That's one person at Nike. Nike is a huge entity. So you never know. Someone may say, you know what? Come sit with us for a meeting. And he may end up landing a collaboration or a sneaker line with Nike. He didn't reveal, you know, what the issue was. So who knows? He's devoted to sneakers. He's a sneakerhead, though. I think he has one of the Jordans. I think the Jordan 3s tattooed on his face. I don't like face tattoos. I really don't like face tattoos at all. Anyway, but what do you guys think? I don't think this is a bad idea whatsoever. And he has enough money to fund his own sneaker line, but it would make sense. I understand why he'd want to collaborate with an entity like Nike. So again, and then these are, I don't know what he named these, but these are cute. This color scheme is good. What do you think? It's on his Instagram, so check it out. Drop down in the comments. Would you buy some Air Breezes, Easy Breezes? I would. I like these Viper 3s and whatever he named this blue color. I like sneakers too. I don't always wear sneakers, but I do like collecting them and wearing them every once in a while. You know, step out in a fresh pair of kicks. But this is not a bad idea. So I don't know. Tyler Perry said, you know, if they don't invite you to the table, create your own, Chris Brown. So this may be a sign for you to put your money where your feet are. That was just straight off the dome. But yeah, so we shall see. So his concept, you saw it here first. Up next, oh man, this is Young Buck. He was a rapper with the G Unit crew, G Unit label, you know, 50 Cent's little crew. And they definitely had a nasty, nasty falling out. So Young Buck's girlfriend, this is according to TMZ.com, Young Buck's girlfriend admitted to the cops that she let off two of them things, if you know what I mean, during an argument with Buck that ignited over social media passwords. Oh, gosh. And this is according to the police affidavit. Now, the officer says that Buck's girlfriend, Lucretia Neal, told him Young Buck flipped over a large glass table in the home during a fight and grabbed her by her jacket and tried to throw her to the ground. She told cops that she escaped his grasp and went to the bedroom where she retrieved a hammer from the safe. You guys should already know what I mean by when I say hammer. So Miss Lucretia Neal, she told police that Young Buck ran into the room and she pointed the hammer at the ground. She claims Buck saw the hammer and went down to the garage where he started kicking a wall. Okay. Now, according to the cops, Lucretia claims that she went down to the garage, stood at the top step, and Young Buck started to come up the stairs aggressively. Lucretia also told police that she then let off two of them things into the ground at the top of the stairs, and Buck started yelling at her to pop him. before jumping in his truck. Next, Lucretia told cops that she went outside to see if Young Buck had left, but he was still there, and he revved the truck and started driving towards her. Police say that Lucretia claims that she let off another one of them things outside and didn't think that she hit anyone, and instead, she wasn't trying to hurt Young Buck. When the dust settled, Lucretia Neal, that is, she told cops that the damage to the home included 2 damaged TVs, paint thrown all over the bedroom, living room, and foyer, plus a broken glass table. Now, Young Buck, he might have dodged a bullet. TMZ learned his girlfriend got busted by cops after allegedly letting off a hammer while squaring off with him. So this is the photo that probably a nosy neighbor retrieved. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that the G Unit rapper and his girlfriend were involved in an incident Tuesday at a home in Tennessee, and at some point, she allegedly picked up a hammer and let off a few rounds. As you can see, an image captured by someone who says they witnessed the incident appears to show Young Buck's girlfriend pointing the hammer towards his truck at the foot of the driveway. Oh no. Oh no, Young Buck. Sister girl has had enough. So this is her mugshot. Sources also tell TMZ that it's unclear if anyone was struck or where the girlfriend was aiming. TMZ has also said that they've been told that she was arrested and booked for her reckless endangerment with a hammer. They did reach out to Young Buck, who had no comment. Of course he had no comment. So you mean to tell me this all started because of social media passwords? So what, Young Buck, you was cheating or something like that, and she found, what did she find? Oh, what do you guys think about this? Now, I thought Young Buck was married. I know that doesn't really matter, right? But I thought that he was, I forgot where I heard that he was married. But I don't know, for her to go run to but she can also use the defense that she was in fear for her life, because she did say that he grabbed her up by her jacket. You know, there was a glass table that was broken. So I don't know the penal codes and the laws and all that stuff in Tennessee. Maybe one of you guys know. Any Tennessee viewers out there? Drop that in the comments and show yourself. But yeah, Young Buck, listen, you got the right one, honey, because Miss Lucretia Neal had time. So we shall see what will become of this. I'm sure TMZ will be, and other media outlets will be updating the public. But if she was defending herself, I mean, nobody got hurt. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm just saying. Let me know what y'all think. All right, up next, Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford is the owner of 1501 Certified. This is the record label that Megan Thee Stallion is signed to. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion is signed to 1501 Certified record label. Roc Nation is her management company. So she's signed to Roc Nation for their management side of things, and her record label is still 1501. So in 2018, Megan, she signed with 1501 Certified Entertainment, which is an independent Houston, Texas-based record label owned by Carl Crawford. He is a retired 4-time Major League Baseball All-Star. So he sat down and he did an interview with Scoop B, and he pretty much talked about where he and Megan stand contractually and slightly personally. So he says, I don't know if you ever heard of her, but we did that. We produced a star right out of the gate. Like, wow, they couldn't believe that. So he basically was just talking about like how he, right out the gate, she was a success when they signed, when she signed to 1501. They produced a star. Yeah, they are taking partial credit for her stardom, which I understand why. You know, Carl Crawford put a lot of money into his artists. He is working with other artists, and they have they have contractual issues. This has been well documented. They did go to court, and Carl says that, you know, he wishes her well, and he also says that the media makes it look like that we parted ways. And again, this is what he told Scoop B from Heavy.com during a live interview. He says that, they're still in heavy talk, he and Meg, and they're still contractually together. So, of course, he says he wants her to do well, because if she doesn't do well, then he doesn't make his money. Makes sense. So he says that they didn't want to honor her contract, but they wanted to switch a few things up, and they never talked to me about it. Now, who the they is that he's referring to, I'm assuming it's her current management company. I guess he's trying to make it seem as though, they came in and wanted to switch things up. Now, you remember when Megan was going live and her recent LP, Sugar, Carl was trying to stop that from being released. And then all of a sudden, Meg is going live, and then we heard that she was having issues with 1501, and she said that she just wanted to kind of renegotiate her contract. It seemed as though she was trying to get out of her contract, but then she said, no, I just wanted to renegotiate the contract. See, here's the thing. You were with them for some time, right? 2 years? She signed in 2018, and this was last year. So 2 years, and you are contractually obligated to give them 5 albums, and you haven't given them one. Because to my understanding, Sugar is a LP, mixtape, whatever they're calling them, even though she has been nominated for awards, and it states that Sugar, like best album, like they consider it in some award shows, Sugar to be an album, but to my understanding, it's an LP. And no, they're not the same thing. I learned that a couple of months ago. Shout out to the royal family members who schooled me, because I'm like, what is this mixtape? Oh, this is an LP. What happened to albums? Anyway, I guess it depends on the number of songs, because Sugar was not didn't have a lot of songs on that project. Anyway, so they're still contractually obligated, and basically Carl wants a return on his investment. So if you're talking about business, never mind the personal. Yes, of course he wants her to do well, and yes, of course, I'm pretty sure he's willing to sit down and work things out. Now, as far as renegotiating the contract, I'm not sure what it was that Megan wanted. I don't even remember, because that was just a whole long drawn out situation. And she was in the press a lot for going back and forth. And Jay Prince, had some things to say. But here's what I think. Just like I think the same thing is happening with this current situation that Megan is involved in, the situation that happened to her that everybody's talking about with Tory Lanez. I think that she is being pushed to say certain things that she may not necessarily want to say. Like when she came out and started saying like, oh, she's going to Rock Nation and she wants to renegotiate her contract. I don't think that that's her saying that. I could be totally wrong. This is just my opinion. Because in what would make you think that you would have any leverage to renegotiate a contract that you haven't even fulfilled 5 or 10 or 25% of? You haven't given your record company an album at all, right? And again, I don't think Sugar and Fever, I don't think those count towards her contract of 5 albums. I don't know. I just think that she's being pushed to say and do a lot of things that she normally wouldn't do and say. And it's just sad. But Carl, he says, look, I wish her well. He definitely sees a resolution between he and Meg. He says, oh, yeah, there's going to be a resolution as far as like, trying to get the contract renegotiated or whatever like that. This is what he told Scoop B from Heavy. He said, we definitely handle the business part. But just far as the personal stuff, I don't really know about that. The business part is what we're working on. So we'll definitely take care of that, hopefully soon. We did that situation and all that'll take care of itself at one point and everybody can move on. That's the best for everybody in my mind. So basically, I just think that she wants to get out of her contract. I mean, that's what everybody was accusing her of when this initially happened. She wanted to get out her contract, but it's like, you can't, how? You didn't give me, I invested money. You signed a contract saying that you were going to give me this. You haven't even given me anything, any little bit of this. No, I'm not going to let you out your contract. I need to get a return on my investment. So what do you guys think about the whole contract situation? They went to court. It was a lot. It was a lot. And just seeing how things, I guess some people might have forgotten about that, but just seeing how things are unfolding now with her current situation that she's involved in, I stand firm on the belief that there is a lot behind the scenes. I've said this before. If you're new here, I'm not taking any sides as far as Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, which I'll get into. That's going to be the last topic. I just think that the people behind the scenes that we don't see and we may hear about every once in a while are the ones pushing for something to happen and for them to financially benefit at the expense of these two individuals. Anyway, let's move it along. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the contract. 1501, Meg Thee Stallion and Carl Crawford. Moving along. All right, so Pepsi, they've turned a 23-year-old Biggie freestyle into a new ad. Now, y'all know, if you know how I feel about Biggie, okay? So Biggie is going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? This was supposed to take place May 2nd, 2020, but of course, due to the pandemic, it was pushed back. So the induction ceremony is now set to take place virtually and then debut Saturday, November 7th on HBO. Close friends, peers, and collaborators have begun to commemorate the occasion. DJ Enough, the Notorious B.I.G.'s friend and former road DJ, is among them. Now, in partnership with Pepsi, DJ Enough has released or unleashed an executive exclusive. Why am my tongue and brain are just not working together today. Anyway, so he's unleashed an exclusive, previously unreleased freestyle from Biggie, Biggie's basically just talking about like the benefits of an ice cold bottle or can of Pepsi Cola, the soda. So the freestyle, which was remastered, is accompanied by a unique animation short, which includes several nods to Brooklyn's Bed-Stuy neighborhood, a constant fixture in Biggie's rhymes. You know, Biggie was from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, so he always talks about and reps Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy in his rhymes, right? In addition to the freestyle, I thought this was pretty dope. Pepsi, DJ Enough, and Hot 97 are launching the Big Pepsi Freestyle Challenge. Now, this is a contest for up-and-coming hip-hop artists to showcase their talents. Now, the contest is a 3-week winner-takes-all rap battle judged by both the Hot 97 team and the public. Contestants must use an exclusive 60-second track and include at least one lyrical reference to Pepsi in their submission. Winners will be chosen by Hot 97's DJ Enough, DJ Cast One of the Ebro in the Morning team, and battle rap legend Loaded Lux. The winner will receive 4 free nights of studio time and 1 week of digital marketing support from Pepsi and Hot 97. So I thought that was pretty dope. And then they also used this unreleased freestyle for this Pepsi commercial. So this is pretty dope. Nope, I can't play it. Go on YouTube, just put Pepsi, the Notorious B.I.G. It's pretty cute though. But I thought that was dope. Shout out to DJ Enough. Shout out to New York Radio. Shout out to New Jersey, all day, every day. So yes, I'm looking forward to seeing that on that induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on November 7th on HBO. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did discuss Sotheby's, which is an auction house in New York. They had their first like hip hop memorabilia auction, and they auctioned off the crown that Biggie wore in the King of New York shoot. You know, you see that image recreated and put on t-shirts, on, you know, all over the place, right? It's an iconic photo. That thing sold for over, I think it was over $523,000. So that was auctioned off. That's wild, right? And it's a plastic crown. The photographer said, I thought that the crown would be like heavy, you know, padded on the inside. Nope. He got it from, the photographer had it, and the photographer had it, he got it from a novelty store. So it's like a thin, like Party City crown, and he autographed it on the inside, and so did Biggie, that is, and then the photographer autographed it as well, signed it on the inside. But over $500,000, that's a good piece of hip hop memorabilia. Interesting, right? Shout out to Biggie always and forever. All right, let's shift gears. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit the like button, drop your comments, say hello. If you're watching the replay and you have not hit the like button yet, that is your admission fee. Please pay your admission. I don't work for free, y'all. I don't think you do either. You wouldn't want to. Okay. I know you're wondering, like, Royal B, why do you have a picture of the Animaniacs on your screen? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to talk about the story, but I'm going to tell you why I chose to put this in the lineup. This is, when I saw this, like, I just started giggling with excitement, and I was a little, not freaked out in a bad way, but like, what? Like, really stunned. So anyway, this is according to people.com. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot catch up on the 21st century in a new trailer for the Animaniacs reboot. Can you believe this? They're back. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, they're back, and they're ready to catch up on everything they've missed in the 22 years since Animaniacs last aired. This is, again, according to people.com. So the official trailer for Hulu's new Animaniacs reboot dropped yesterday, and it features the three zany siblings getting into their usual trouble while catching up on the 21st century. The series first premiered in 1993 and ran for 5 seasons before ending in 1998. So the original voices of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, they're all going to be back to reprise their role in the Steven Spielberg produced cartoon. So who's this? Paulison, he plays Yakko, who is the oldest one. That's the one with the trousers on, the brown trousers. He's 64 years old, and he's also going to be reprising his role as Pinky alongside Maurice is the name of the guy who plays the Brain. Remember Pinky and the Brain? I cannot believe this. You're going to see why I talked about this. So the new trailer begins with a cheeky commentary on reboots. They were always pretty like sharp. You know, I like their jokes kind of probably went over most people's heads. I like the sarcasm, and I really like the quick-witted humor of the show. One of my favorite cartoons, definitely. So the trailer also tackles all things modern day, with mentions of Beyonce, quinoa, and even a brief caricature of Cheeto 45. In one part of the trailer, Pinky even expresses frustration with dating apps. He says, "I tried online dating, but I keep getting catfish. How do I know she's even real?" he asked the Brain, showing a picture of an actual catfish. It concludes with Yakko, Wacko, and Dot belting out a version of their classic jingle with one small alteration. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into that. So Hulu released the first teaser of the upcoming reboot in honor of the 27th anniversary of the show last month, giving fans a behind-the-scenes look at what's to come for the beloved Warner Brothers series. So we all love the show and these characters so much, and the script so far. They're really, really, really funny. It's going to be a great new endeavor. This is what Harnell, one of the voices of the characters, said in the clip. This is an absolute dream come true. Animaniacs will be available to stream on Hulu November 20th. Now, I don't have Hulu, so I don't know how this is going to work. Gosh. There's a lot of streaming apps out there. Okay, and I can only, you know what? I could cancel my BET Plus now that Tyler Perry's Bruh is on. I don't know what they're on, a mid-season break. Or no. It's the season finale. I think it's done. Season 1 is finished. And I got to resubscribe back to Zeus. If you've been following me for a long time, then you know how I subscribe and unsubscribe to Zeus. Anyway. All right. Now let me tell you why when I saw this story, when I was gathering all of my topics to present them to you guys today. Make sure you're hitting the like button. And I jumped when I saw this. No lie, y'all. This was announced yesterday, Wednesday. When I woke up Monday morning and when I woke up Tuesday morning, 2 nights in a row, I dreamed, no lie, dead ass, no lie. I dreamed that I was chilling with the Animaniacs. This is why my heart jumped when I saw this story. I'm like, wait, I'm psychic or something? Like, what's tea with this? I dreamt that me, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, we were just chilling. Like, we were on the Warner Brothers studio lot. And we didn't get into any trouble because, you know, they rambunctious or whatever. I didn't get in trouble like that as a kid. I just talked a lot in class, but I didn't get in trouble. So we went to the corner store. Okay, got Now and Laters. No, we were walking around like the Warner Brothers Studios was like a neighborhood that, like, you know, we all were growing up in. And we played ball. We just laughed and joked, played hide and go seek 2 nights in a row. No lie. So, and I woke up and I would just laugh. Like, I always have these zany, weird dreams or whatever. I'll get into that one day, maybe on a live. Like, they're not weird, but they're just funny, and it just goes along with my personality and some of the things that goes on in my head. But out of the blue, I woke up 2 nights in a row. I dreamt that I was hanging with the Animaniacs. And then when I saw this story late last night, gathering information, I jumped up like, you got to be kidding me. And I just started laughing. And look, they're rebooting Animaniacs. Crazy, right? I know you probably like, you lying. No, seriously. I'm not. Anyway, so I'm excited. Hulu. Somebody hooked me up with the Hulu login. I'm not signing up for Hulu, but I do want to see the Animaniacs. So how's this going to work? We'll figure it out as a family, right? All right, everybody. Here we go. This photo is courtesy, an article is courtesy of allaboutthetea.com. Tory Lanez went live. What was it? Tuesday, I think it was. Tuesday night. And as you can tell, I don't really want to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are going to have your opinions. So, yeah. This is just a lot, man. This is really a lot. So, you know, and I don't like the way that some of these outlets are writing about Tory going live. You know, he posted to his Twitter saying that he was going live at 8 o'clock or 8 p.m. and everybody went crazy. So I did record the live. I'm not going to play it on here though, because I didn't bleep out the profanity, but whatever. You guys saw it. It's all over social media. You saw it in clips. I saw it in its entirety. No interruptions, right? But some of the media outlets are like, Tory Lanez slams Megan Thee Stallion. It's the media outlets are having a field day. Anyway, Tory Lanez shocked fans on Tuesday, October 20th, when he went live on Instagram to give his account of the drama that happened the night Megan Thee Stallion was popped, right? Nearly 2 weeks after dropping an album that surrounds the events that happened on the night, Tory Lanez went on Instagram Live, in an attempt to give fans what they've been waiting for, his side of the story. The Canadian rapper said that for the past 3 months, his character has been assassinated because of false information. And now, since his court date has been set, that's why he's speaking, everybody, because everyone's like, why is he talking? Let me just keep reading the article. He can finally give his account, you know, now that his court date has been set. However, Tory was more focused on Megan's side of the story as he picked apart each account she gave and called her a liar. Tory Lanez stood firm in saying that the allegations against him are completely not true and shut down Megan Thee Stallion's claims during the July 12th altercation. He says, she knows what happened. I know what happened. And we know that what you're saying and the alleged things and the alleged accusations of what my name is are not true. This is what Tory said. He claimed that he and Megan are still friends. He says, it's falsified information. I don't ever want to come off like I'm here to bash this girl or I'm here to talk down about this girl or ever be at a place where I'm disrespecting her, because to me as a person, she's still my friend, no matter what. Even if she doesn't look at me like that, I look at her like she's still my friend. Tory pointed out that initial reports stated that Megan was treated for injuries due to shattered glass and not gunshots. Nobody has ever said she got popped, he said. Not only were there following reports that stated Megan was indeed treated for gunshot wounds, but Cedars-Sinai medical records confirmed that doctors reportedly found shrapnel in her heel after the incident. Tory never addressed this in his live. Instead, he kept going after Megan and her, quote, falsified information, end quote. Tory also pointed out that Megan first claimed that she was popped in the feet as she was walking away from the SUV, meaning she didn't actually see who popped her, then switched up her statement. Tory then questioned why Megan didn't tell police that she was popped when they arrived. Tory also accused Megan of using the black card as an excuse for not giving him up to police. Months ago, Megan, she took to Instagram Live and basically labeled Tory as the one who popped her, saying, "I didn't tell the police what happened immediately right there because I didn't want to expire," if you know what I mean. She didn't say expire, but you can't say certain words. Yeah, I know that already. Anyway, Tory said that he wanted to make a public statement right after the incident, but was advised not to. Tory says 2 days after that, I got a call from Rock Nation that says, "Yo, we heard you were going to make a statement about what happened, and it'll be in your best interest if you didn't make that statement." Tory said, and I'm like, okay, I don't understand the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, it's not that serious of a deal. During the live, Megan Thee Stallion took to Twitter and said she posted, "This ninja genuinely crazy." So you guys know what Tory is charged with now. So here's my thing. One, I ain't choosing sides. There is no sides to choose because to me, I feel like both of them are at a disadvantage. And I've expressed this before. So for those of you who are new subscribers, welcome. New viewers, welcome. This is my take on it. I'm not team this or team that. I feel for both of them. I'm going to continue, like I've been saying. A lot of this is repetitive to the ones who've heard me say this before, but this is for the people who've never heard me say this. I'm going to continue to pray for the both of them because both of them, in my opinion, are pawns. And the people that we don't see are the ones pulling strings. The people that we don't see and we don't really hear their name too much or hear their name at all are the ones that are going to financially benefit from both of these kids, these individuals, Tory and Meg, right? I don't know what happened. None of us know what happened. Keep in mind, the media is very, very, very manipulative. Very manipulative. Very manipulative. There's a lot of things that we learned throughout history that we come to find out that's not true. I'm just using that as a small example. There's things written in textbooks. There's things written in, science books, history books that are false, and we've come to learn that they are false after this stuff being ingrained in us. What's my point? The media can make anything look like anything that they want. Put it that way. I don't know what happened. Let me speak for myself. I'm not going to pretend to know what happened. Yes, people have speculations, people have opinions, people have theories. That's totally, totally fine. And everyone is like, we have to wait until it comes out in a court of law. The police said, the police report said, the court of law is going to come out in the court of law. Yeah, it probably will. But please, let's stop acting like now all of a sudden, because your faves are in the limelight, or your fave was injured, or your fave is being scrutinized, that all of a sudden we have so much faith in the justice system. Knock it off. The media can make, and the justice system, they can make anything look like whatever they want it to look like to benefit someone. And again, this is all at a disadvantage of these two individuals. I feel sorry for both of them. I really do. And for me, it's not about taking sides. Whatever's going to come out is going to come out. Will we ever know what happened? Nope. Excuse me. Let me speak for myself. Will I ever know what truly happened? No, absolutely not. And it seems like the plan that was set in motion is a success. Divide. There's a whole bunch of division. You got one on this side, one on that side. You got black men versus black women. You got mission accomplished. And I feel like that is my issue with this thing. One of the many issues with this thing. Another thing is when Megan decided to speak out about the situation, I wholeheartedly believe that she did not want to speak out about this situation. I still believe, like in this situation with 1501 and Carl Crawford, see, I'm trying to tie it all together. I believe that she was forced to speak out. I still remember the first live that she did when she had the purple hair. I know this is repetitive to some, and she was playing Biggie in the background. She looked terrified. And yes, she could have still been scared because of the incident that she, is saying that took place. Everything is allegedly. So I don't know. I don't care about a picture because, again, the media can make anything look like what they want it to. And if you think that I am wrong about that, then something is wrong with you. How many of you still believe that Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon? Well, I got a bridge to sell you. Anyway, when she did that first live, when she was in the purple hair, she looked scared. When she did the live, when she had on the black hoodie, she looked scared. I just feel like there is something that we are not seeing because we're not meant to see it that is pushing her to say and do things. Am I saying that she's a liar? No. Am I saying that she's telling the truth about the situation? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying, because I don't know if she's lying. I don't know if she's telling the truth. But I do believe that she is being pushed to say and do things. I think that she is being used as a prop for an agenda. Same thing with Tory Lanez. Even though he's not signed to any major management companies or any record labels. And this is why certain things I won't say about either of these two. And this is why I continue to say that I'm going to continue to pray hard for both of them, because I feel for both of them. If only. And I know a lot of people, what goes on, man, in Hollywood and the music industry. You know what goes on. You know what I mean? So yeah, another thing is when Meg decided to speak, like I said, she spoke her piece, and I felt bad then, and I still feel bad now. You know what I mean? And Tory didn't say anything for months, and people were saying he's guilty. That's why he's not saying anything. He comes out with an album. People are ticked off. I'm not listening to that album. He should come out and do a live. Megan did a live. Why can't he do a live? I don't want to hear no album. He comes out now and does a live. He should just be quiet. Why isn't he hurting his case? He's not hurting his case. Why? Because he's not giving us in the live, if you watch it in its entirety with no interruptions and not just clips and pieces, he didn't say anything that wasn't already reported by TMZ, People, or any of the Entertainment Tonight or any of these other major outlets. Everything that he said was already reported. So he did not incriminate himself. He's not going to hurt his case by saying anything that he already said. All of this was already put out there. He didn't break any news. So there's no way that he can incriminate himself. His next court date is already set. I'm pretty sure that he entered his plea of not guilty. So now he can speak on certain things. This is exactly why he was careful with his words. And this is exactly why people feel like he ain't say nothing. He just said what was already out there. Of course, he's going to say what's already out there. He's not going to say what happened between meetings with lawyers and stuff like that. Why the heck would he do that? And I feel like, why can't he speak? I just feel like people who feel that he's guilty, people who have already judged him and said that he's guilty, they don't want to hear anything other than him saying, I did it. Anything that he says, doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be BS to those individuals who already feel that he's guilty. And that's fine. Like, if you feel that he's guilty, if you feel that he's innocent, this is all opinion. Like, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm just saying, for me, there's no side for me to choose. I'm choosing the side of both Meg and Tory, as opposed to the other side, if you know what I'm saying, And I feel bad for them, because when the chess master decides to knock all the pieces off the board, where does that leave these two? And I can't stand that those individuals always get away. It seems like they're always getting away with that at the expense of someone else's life, someone else's livelihood. Like I said, I'm going to continue to pray for Meg and Tory. And you can feel how you want to feel. That's fine. But I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, Megan's a bleep, 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 or Tory's a bleep, bleep, bleep. Nah, let's give it a couple of years and then let's see where the two of them end up. So we can only ask for God's grace to be extended. And I just really hope that the wicked are exposed, whatever or whoever that may be. And whoever did something that they were not supposed to do, whoever that is, then they do have to face the consequences. Whoever that is. Point blank, period. All right, royal family, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. But what I want you to do is drop down in the comments and let me know how you feel about any of the topics that we discuss. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't done so on the way out. There's a reason why I am emphasizing for you to pay your admission fee and like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And make sure you click the notification bell, select all so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. So drop down in the comments. Let me know how you feel. Please keep all comments respectful. I will be back. And as always, until next time, folks, peace.